have a problem of always picking at my thumb. I like to pick up my thumb for whenever I'm nervous, anxious, or something. I would just sit and pick at my thumb. You know how some people tweeze their eyebrows or chew on their nails or something, right? My problem is picking at my thumb. So I don't know, try to get skin off of it or pick at it until like it bleeds or something. Like in this case, the dip powder started growing out. I started picking at it again. And I picked it so bad to the point where it got like this. See how it's like that? It looks really bad, guys. So I keep picking until like it looks so retarded. Hey guys, it's Jennifer. How are you guys? So today I wanted to try to be more myself again by slowly accepting all of my flaws. So here is another one of my flaws here, guys. This one right here. I've always been really self-conscious and insecure about my stubby fingers, but especially, so here are my fingers. They're like really short fingers. I've always been really insecure about these 10 guys right here, but especially my thumb, my right thumb. So my right thumb is normal, like it looks just like that one. But don't worry, I'm gonna make it look more normal again. How you make it look normal is do some dip powder. So I file it first. I just use this dip powder right here. Dip powder kit from Amazon. It has all kinds of colors. And I like to have my nails a little bit longer than what they really are. So what I do is I just have this. All these were given to this is to keep all of the dip powder together for easy transfer later on. So what I do is first I want to remove dip powder that's still there before I start putting on the nail tips. I got my nail box here, all of the things I need. And using nail polish remover really helps. And what I do is just file it, smooth it out. So instead of feeling sad about your nails and not confident at all, you can just fix it, right? I mean, not everybody's born perfect, so everybody has imperfections, but that's what makes us all special. If it's not our skin, it's something else. It's our height. Some people feel they're too short, some feel they're too tall, some feel like they're heavier than they should be. I always felt like I always wish I was taller. Nothing wrong with being short. Now I can honestly say that I don't mind being short at all now. Before, it was always me trying to be taller, so I always had to wear 5-6-inch heels just to feel like normal, just to fit in, not be called a shorty or something. I've been called a midget sometimes. Some people have no filter and they're gonna be mean. Sometimes they don't mean it, they just want to be like the rest of everybody. They just want to act cool, have a few good laughs, not knowing that their words really affect others. I mean, I've said a lot of things, but it's just how I grew up. How you're taught just to be honest and tell people their flaws so they could fix and improve. They don't mean any harm, but you grow up thinking that that's what you're supposed to do. It's just like having a true friend and a fake friend, right? Like your fake friend will tell you everything you want to hear. So your fake friend will say, let's say if you had a haircut or you dyed your hair, they're going to tell you, oh, it looks wonderful, like you look so pretty, this and that. But your real friend's going to tell you the truth. Like, you got to change it, dude. And that is not your color. Oh, why did you even waste money on that, right? But that's just how society works. Like in society, people rather hear something nice and sweet. It's all about whatever sounds good. They don't care if it's the truth or not, as long as it makes them feel good. So That's what you have to be in society. You just kind of have to be kind of fake. In order to be liked by others, you have to just say what sounds good, what makes others feel good. When at home, they call you all kinds of names, but they expect you to take that as constructive criticism and feedback for you to change and improve. So like with this hand, I did pretty well already. So I filed everything down. After this, of course, I'm gonna go wash my hands and make sure I get all that powder off so I can actually start adding the tips on. I love how it is in society. It's like it's okay for certain people to go and call you all kinds of names, gossip, nonstop on the daily about everyone and anybody. But the minute you say something about them, they get together. And at this point, they think God doesn't do anything. At this point, they don't care about the teachings of the church or anything like that. They get together and they go after you, saying that you're evil and stuff because you just did what they did to you and you stood up for yourself. That's all. I was called a lot of names. When I was skinny, I was called a crackhead. When I was, like, since I was little, I was called ugly. And being the black sheep of the family, when you're not born the prettiest, right, or most good looking, and you're also born an introvert, you can't really connect to people as you want. So when I was little, I was super quiet, very awkward kid. I couldn't make any friends. I would just sit at my desk in class and people would come talk to me. Other than that, I couldn't have made a friend on my own. And I had to wait for people to initiate that conversation before I could talk to them. And that continued on for many years. I think I wasn't able to talk to people, like actually break out of my shell, not till high school. High school is when I started kind of coming out of my shell. I started dressing up, washed my hands, and I'm going to start gluing on the tips. So here they are. And see, it's my nail, right? I picked on it so bad. That's how it looks like, really bad. That's how bad it looks like, really, really bad. So what I do is I just pick out the tips from here, choosing whatever fits. And so back to where I was in high school is when I actually started dressing up, trying to fit in. Because I always felt awkward, honestly. I always felt so awkward, out of place. I didn't know what I was doing. And of course, that's when everybody tries to fit in. All the peer pressure. I started dressing up kind of like more revealing. I wore a lot of, I started to fit, I really wanted to fit in, so I started dressing up. I adopted the Gothic style. I love Gothic style, so I would wear white makeup with purple lips. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I love tank tops. Even when it was really cold. I don't know what was with me, but I would just not wear a sweater. I would walk around with my tank top. Just so I could feel like I guess so I could feel good about myself, get attention from people, just to feel pretty, because I never felt pretty at home. I didn't know that would give me negative attention though. Although, every day, right? Every day when I went to school, the principal, was it the vice principal or the principal? I forgot, but she would chase me around school. And she kept saying, at least 2 fingers or something like that. She goes, at least 2 fingers. She tried to tell me that the thickness of the strap had to be at least 2 fingers. It was all like every day. That was her job. And she'd be like, at least 2 fingers, or you need to put on a jacket. So I would just put on my jacket real quick, and as soon as she left, I would take it off, and just like that. I walked around with the theme, with that tank top on. So every day it was just a spaghetti strap or a tank top or something. Whatever the weather may be, even if it's raining, I'd still be wearing that. So those were the years. And like I said, I wasn't like the only one, or the other kids were doing it too. Not everybody, but some kids. I felt as though I got more attention. I was a way to seek attention, feel validated. If I got compliments from people, that would be like, that was what I lived for, just compliments from people. Like, just validated my existence and stuff. So that was how high school was. I mean, I just, that's all I did, just wore makeup and dressed in revealing clothes. Little did I know it led to other things. I don't wanted attention, having a boyfriend too early. I should have listened to my parents, but by dressing that way, I actually, besides the compliments, I actually got myself a boyfriend in high school. That was like my first love, I guess. And my parents were like, you shouldn't have a boyfriend until you finish college. All that. But when I was younger, there were kind of a lot of weird things about me I didn't notice at first. Like, I had long hair and all that. Like, I was happy about that. But there were certain things I wish was different. Like, I wish I had skinny legs, like slender legs. Because I guess due to genetics, my family on the girl side, like, we don't have slender legs. We have pretty thick legs. And nothing wrong with that, right? But that was just my thinking. At the time, I was like, I wish I had slender legs. Like, why are the other girls so lucky? Their legs are so slender and long. So I started exercising. And this started out even way younger, like way before high school. I started exercising already. I would go to the park with a family member, just exercise. I would chew gum. I think around, what grade was this? I think 5th or 6th grade was when I started worrying about my weight. So I had a lot of self-image issues. So I started worrying about my weight during 5th or 6th grade, yeah. I think more like 5th grade. And so, but especially 6th grade for sure. I remember for sure 6th grade, I started eating less. And then someone close to me taught me to, if I want to eat less, I would chew gum. So I started chewing gum to trick my body into thinking that I was actually eating something when I wasn't. That's what I did. So I would chew gum so I wouldn't have to eat so much. And so I was like really skinny in 6th grade. Because I was trying to get skinny, and I wouldn't eat lunch or anything. I would just eat hot Cheetos, and that was like my meal every day. My lunch every day. It got pretty bad. My weight was so low, I had to go to the doctor. And my parents had to feed me food at home because I wasn't eating. My weight was so low during 5th and 6th grade. On top of that, like not eating, I would exercise. Like I would do so much exercise. It was pretty excessive. Oh, I was so underweight. I looked malnourished in a way. So I went from not eating. So when my parents had to take me to the doctor to get me checked out, and they had to feed me, I went from starving myself, right, to, because now I had to eat because my parents were feeding me. So I would eat, but then I would go throw it up. So then I had bulimia. I was bulimic for a while. And this carried on into high school. I was throwing up in high school. So when I graduated elementary school, I went to high school. I went to middle school. Now, middle school, I think I did a little bit better. Middle school, I had a teacher that really made me feel like I had to stay active. I had to eat and feed my body. My teacher really made me see the importance of nutrition. Now this was in middle school, so I started eating again, and I gained weight. So I wasn't skinny anymore. I was kind of like chunky, but I was focused on being healthy, okay? Listening to what my teacher taught me. So that lasted a little bit until I got to high school, when it happened again, where I didn't eat like normal again. I was again starving myself, either that or eating and then throwing up afterwards. It was like one or the other. Like if I ate something, I would throw it up. Discontinued in college. So this was high school and college. Into college. Even in grad school, that was still happening. I was like still bulimic. I feel like this middle one is a little crooked, so well, I guess I can fix it later. It's good right here, right? Oh. Anyway, so yeah, the eating was a huge issue for me. Somehow I always had issues. I hid it so well, like my parents didn't really know. Afterwards, they thought I was like finally eating, finally healthy again, but I was bulimic all this time. I was just throwing it up afterwards. Luckily, I didn't have any throat cancer or anything, because I would do it only once in a while when I had to eat a lot, like at a party, at a family gathering, or just whatever. But on the daily basis, I would eat low-calorie foods, right? So instead of eating rice or things with high carbs, I would eat sweet yams and snack on things that wouldn't make me gain weight. I would eat a lot of porridge because that kept my weight down. I didn't gain weight eating porridge. Like porridge, when you cook rice in the porridge, it's not concentrated anymore. It's pretty dilute, so I didn't gain a lot of weight or anything like that. So the battle with weight stuck with me for a long time throughout grad school, everything. So I always was watching what I ate. Like in grad school, I was still bulimic, but I stopped soon after I was in grad school. I just started eating healthy, really low calorie foods. Like I said, substituting like rice for sweet potatoes, right? Eating for protein, I would eat fish instead of beef or pork. I would exercise a lot. Like if I ate something, I would exercise to make sure I get rid of those calories. I also juiced a lot, but I also did colon detox. So sometimes I would just buy those colon detox to take, and it would just clean out your whole system, and that made me lose weight somehow. I don't know, but that's what happened. Pretty sure a lot of people suffer with weight issues. Pretty sure I'm not like the only one, so might as well talk about it. And after I even used certain techniques. Like I would just exercise nonstop. I would do 100 sets of this. I would 100 sets of that. Leg curl ups. Okay, guys, so I'm back. So I filed all of my nails already. They look pretty good. You want to make sure you file this area right here where the nail meets, where the tip meets the actual nail. Kind of want to make it kind of flat so kind of blends in better, so you don't see that separation. See how? See that? You see how it's like that separation? You want to make sure it's kind of smooth. So file it down so it's smooth. I'll wash it real quick. Okay, so all is clean. Then pretty much I just picked the color that I want to use. So today, I don't know, but I love this color, so I'm going to use this color. And I just use this. It's really easy to transfer back and forth. And with dip powder, it's so simple. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you start with the base coat. Then you do the activator. 3, the top coat. That's pretty much it. Pretty simple. So first the base coat. After you do the base coat, like this, you just kind of pour it on. That's pretty much it. Pour it on. Pour it back in. Use it for the next finger. So that's one coat right there. And I just do it for the other side as well. The same thing. Actually, looking pretty nice. I should do a total of 2 coats. So that's 1 coat. Let's do one more time. So after you do the coat, the first coat, you want to use the activator to activate it. And you do the same for the other side. Of course, right after, you want to put on a coat of the activator, and then the base, and then the top coat. That's it. And it's super easy. And activate it, and once you use activator, it just looks flawless, honestly. It's so easy to have good nails. And you don't have to worry about these falling off like the pasties from the store. I used to wear pasties I mean, pasties are beautiful. They work well. But after, I think, so many days, they start falling all over the place. You will find my pasties everywhere I go. I'm going to go over and put another coat of the activator, just in case. I mean, you don't have to be born perfect, but you have a right to make yourself feel beautiful, right? And confident. Like some people will hold it against you when you go and get plastic surgery just to make yourself feel better and expose it to society to make you feel, to show them like, hey, she's ugly regardless of what she did. We're going to show you her real face. But everyone has a right to make themselves feel beautiful, whether it's with makeup, cosmetic surgery, or whatever it is. Like, you have a right to do that. And if they want to expose it to society, it shows what kind of person they are. Just because you were born beautiful on the outside doesn't mean that's going to make you beautiful, right? By you exposing other people's ugliness or insecurities to the world, it just shows what kind of person you are, what kind of soul you have. Instead of helping others to make them feel better, you're going to expose their insecurities. That's not something you should do. People have to go to that length, and cosmetic surgery and all that, like, it's very common nowadays. People get it all around the world. Something people do. Even people who were born like to other people, like, you think they look good already, but it's just how they feel, and it's something we struggle with. It's not something we want to. We don't want to feel so ugly that we have to change ourselves, but it's something we can't help, right? We look in the mirror, and if we're not happy, that's why it's so important to just accept ourselves. All right, guys, that's it. My nails are done, and like I said, it's so simple and easy. Anyone can do this. Okay, and I just want to put a little bit of cuticle oil around my nails to protect them. Put some lotion. Okay, so I'm all done, guys. Here are my new nails. My deformed thumb doesn't look deformed anymore. But this time, I messed it up pretty bad, so if I did it thicker, it would look a lot better. But yeah, see, guys, these are my new nails. Pretty nice. So don't worry about what people have to say, or if they point out your flaws. Just embrace it and figure out ways to make yourself feel better, because every woman deserves to feel beautiful regardless. Every man deserves to feel beautiful regardless, and be confident in who they are, because that's the way God created us, and we should be happy with ourselves. And we can enhance ourselves if needed. Okay? So take care, and be happy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'll see you next time. And like I said, embrace your flaws and find ways to make yourself feel good and find ways to make yourself feel good about who you are, and to be more confident regardless of what people say or do. Okay? Thank you. Take care.